So welcome to the Zone 2 video. This zone's theme will be a swamp or something like that. I don't exactly know what biome this zone is. But the main thing is there will be a lake or some form of water source in the middle of the zone, like the previous zone. Anyways, I wasn't so lucky with the current whitelisted towers the Fangame has right now. There isn't much variety in difficulty. First of all, half the towers are remorseless and above. The other half are either challenging, intense, or easy, which means we are short of easy towers, which is just something I can't control at this moment. So the zone might release with not as much tower variety as I would like, but if easier towers get submitted, I'll go back and change some things. I'll give you an idea of what towers I have in mind for the zone so far to give you a bit of an idea. Okay, time to explain something. Part limit is becoming a problem. More of a problem than ever before. In Zone 1, we could only fit 6 towers in because there were towers with really low parts. The tower submissions are now becoming more and more part heavy. So I have a goal. To make this lobby use a low and optimized amount of parts while still being as good as a Zone 1 lobby. Ignore the fact that I scripted and recorded this intro after the lobby was finished. So first I made a sign that basically listed everything I wanted in the lobby. And the people that helped me build the lobby this time were MLG, Jackie, Random, and Leo. So then I started building the actual terrain for this swamp. I didn't want the terrain to be similar to another lobby I made, but it was kind of turning out similar. However, this lobby was still going to have a lake in the middle, so I think that helped make the terrain not that similar to the other lobby I made. So as I was building the terrain, 3 trees or mushroom trees or whatever you want to call them were added into the lobby, and they were built by Jackie and Random, who I mentioned were helping earlier. So things now were really starting to come together. Some things in the water got added, these like spike things. The terrain was coming along nicely, and the lake was looking good, and there was soon going to be water in it. And one thing that did keep happening was Leo kept making the lobby bigger and wanting the lake to be bigger, and I had to keep making it smaller, but in the end, the lobby did end up being bigger than planned. Then MLG did some trees, because there wasn't much trees, and I recolored the trees so they weren't all blue, and they're not as good as Jackie and Random's one, and they really could be improved, but they're fine. So this is where me and Leo finally decided the actual size for the lobby, and then I finished up the terrain and I added some like big bushes just to add more variety, and this terrain is really cool. I'm not sure if it's better than the Zone 1, but the Zone 1 terrain is really basic. And there were also the signs saying like beginner tower, intermediate tower, and advanced towers that were made by Jackie, and they're really good, so I placed them around. I also placed the tower portals around, and if you haven't noticed yet, the intermediate towers isn't on like the grass or anything, it's on like a little dock or something. I don't really know what it is, but yeah. So then I added in the water finally, or the lake, and it's a pretty nice color. And then I started working on the credits, which had some people in the boat, some people in the water, and just some people standing in the lobby, I don't know. And I basically just had the avatars of the owner, which is me, the developers, the builders for the lobby, and yeah, that's basically it. Alright, let's get back to the towers. Remember those 4 I showed you earlier? Well, one of them's a soul crushing, meaning that it's placed in a separate slot rather than being in the main Zone 2 slot. To save parts, of course. But I try to put all of the non-soul crushing towers in the same slot for atmospheric purposes and various other reasons. Anyways, the total parts of all the non-soul crushing towers I showed before is about 1,600. Now, since the lobby is 500 parts, that leaves us with 1,100 parts for possibly 2 new towers. Except that means we can only fit 6 towers in Zone 2 compared to Zone 1 having 7. I just hope the next zone won't have 5 towers. The key is to encourage low part towers, and some creators are really good at making low part towers. Good job to them, every single one of them are awesome, and everyone that's submitting towers. Speaking of which, you could submit a tower yourself. Just join my Discord server, link in description, read the guide in it on how to submit a tower with everything you need to know, and you could get a tower in a future zone. Now let's transfer the towers that are so far confirmed for Zone 2 into Zone 2. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm pretty proud of it overall, and it's similar to the Zone 1 video, but I think it's better. It just has cooler edits, smoother, more entertaining to watch. And yeah, subscribe, like, yeah.